But thanks for the question, Yogi. I think it's a question that everybody wants to know the answer to. So where do we find below market properties? So the first thing to say is actually is effort. It's effort related. Is the time that you put into it that produces the number of buy to let below market value properties that we find. So personally myself, I spend on average, if I had to guess it, around 100 hours a week looking for properties all the time. Then I've got two full-time people, and also I've got a VA down that I started to help with looking at properties. So how do we find it? If we spend a lot of time looking, where do we find them? Well, we look at different places. So we will start on the usual stuff: Rightmove, Zoopla, On the Market, all those kind of online property sales portal. Then also we spend a lot, and I specifically spend a lot of time on the auction magazines, and I will make a list. In fact, I've got a list of about 25 property auctions that I regularly religiously look at the minute that their catalog comes out, and I will then make a list of all of these property auctions, the date that they're on, the properties that I'm going to be looking for to buy, and then I'll hone in and I'll focus on maybe two or three out of the per auctions out of each of those, and then I'll dive into a bit more of those properties. So for example, if it's in my area that I buy all the time, I know what a 3-bedroom house costs, so I don't have to do any more research, and I will put a note on that auction that if I can buy this house at that price, let's say the average price 300,000, if I can pick it up for 200,000, 210,000, and I know, looking at the pictures and the details the video that's been posted, I know there's about 20,000 £25,000 worth of work to be done on it, I will buy it. I'll make a little note to say on that day I'm not having to rethink and revisit that auction property details. I would have done all the work straight away. I would have looked at the legal pack and made sure there's nothing untoward that I need to be aware of. Then that's it. On the day of the auctions, I will just go through and wait for these auction lots to come up. If they hit my buy point, I'll buy it. If they don't, I'll move on. The key here that I've learned over 20 years is there's always going to be the next property. Don't get hung up on buying the property that you think you must have and you overpay on it. A lot of naive property investors do that. They overpay on properties, then you end up overpaying a bit on your refurb. All of a sudden, you've not made any profit. You've actually lost money, or you're leaving a lot of money into the deal. So I hope that helps. Any comments, please come back to me. Good luck.